All right, so I have revealed the scarf joints, and now I'm going to make some repairs to them. I've shown you some good stuff. Now I'm going to show you some of the bad stuff, but how we deal with it. I hope this works out, again, without videographer. But this side is absolutely perfect. It's flush. It's good to go. Nothing needs to be done here except a light sanding, okay? This is maybe a 30-second high right here. But on this side, it raises up, and this is, shit, feels like 1/8 of an inch proud here. You can see that. So I don't know if there was just too much thickened epoxy here, or if there's some type of imperfection in the wood, but this is very proud. So you look from the side, the importance is to make sure that it's pretty consistent thickness from side to side. So now I've got to go about taking this down to create that smooth surface. And again, there's always opportunity to fill it with thickened epoxy once that's done. I'll show you some of the other ones. They turned out pretty well. I'm going to try this. Probably can't see it, but that one right there, you can see it's got about 1 inch worth of thickened epoxy where it's feathered out, probably a 1/16 or less, and that's perfectly smooth. And if you can see down there, that one too. So it works out pretty easily making the repairs to get the boards perfect. But let me tell you, this is some long ass wood. It's over 54 feet long. And man, I mean, from way down there to down there. And I can't turn them over. I can't manhandle it anymore. I've got to literally go to the middle, balance it to flip them over. So today I'm doing each scarf joint on each side of the wood, making a repair. Go have lunch, come back, maybe this evening, turn it over and do it on the other side. Went to the store today. Oh, and I want to apologize. It wasn't wax paper. I was supposed to use freezer paper. So forgive me for cursing yesterday. But as my ex-wife would say, I don't listen. So I got the wrong stuff. So we're going to go ahead and sand and plane. And again, the reason why a tripod doesn't work for me is because I like to get you up close and personal to the work. I mean, if it was sitting back here and you're just watching me plane and plane, I mean, yeah, I can talk, but you're really not going to get a good understanding of what's going on close up. So we'll go ahead and get this done. I'm going to press pause and hope my camera doesn't go off, and then I can turn it back on and let you see what happened. So here we go. Fingers crossed. So we've taken the first pass with the power plane, and got it pretty good. Started heavy on this side and then tapered the planing down. Feels pretty good. So now this is what I just got to clean up with my chisel, and then of course when I go to make a slight repair with thickened epoxy to get this little davit here. And structurally it matters, but I'd rather do it before I glue them up. I could do this repair when I actually glued up the two pieces, but I'd rather do it beforehand and get the boards perfect. And so now I'll just do a little bit of sanding with the sander. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's it, baby. I have a random orbital sander that I use, but for this type of work, I like to use the aggressive belt sander. When I worked at a cabinet making shop 20-some years ago, my first job was sanding this architectural woodwork, and I had to learn how to use a belt sander. And it wasn't a random orbital sander, but it was like one of those vibrating ones, really big. It was about the size of those 3 bricks. I mean, a big monster. But I had to learn quickly how to use sanders, and I've gotten pretty good at it. So some people really don't like the belt sander, but I love it. And this has my appropriate belt on it. It's kind of worn, so I know how it's gonna, it can aggressively remove, but I can also use it to feather like I want. So this took about 5 minutes, no problem at all. So now I'll go ahead and move down to the next one and come back and epoxy these, and I don't know, an hour's worth of work, get my boards absolutely perfect. All right, so we'll try to see you later. It's a Monday and we're building a boat. Peace and blessings.